Hey, look what just came in. It's the Rocket 88 Deliding tool. So this just came in. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to delid the 8700K. So I've also have the Thermal Grizzly conductor nut, and I have some silicone glue that I purchased from Amazon, and I got these blades as well from Amazon. It's just a little plastic blade to help scrape off some of the stuff. And I've had these CPU cleaners here for a while, so the Arctic Clean cleaning kits. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and disassemble, well, not really disassemble the PC, but I'm gonna take out the processor out of the computer, and then we'll be back. We'll delete it and see how it goes. Hopefully I won't brick it. Okay, I got the CPU out. Let's go ahead and give it a clean. Number one first. Guys, a clean CPU. Hey, one thing to note on the CPU, obviously the triangle goes towards triangle, but when you're lighting it back up, in case you forget what orientation it is, first of all, triangle in the text is obviously reading right here, but there's also a circle to circle right there, so just in case you didn't know that. All right, so I think it's about time to delid. Wish me luck. Move this all the way back. Actually, before I do that, I just want to verify one thing. Just more for my curiosity than anything else. All right, so the alignment jig does line up. There we go. All right, cool. Just wanted to see how that fit. All right, let's delid this. It's all the way back. All right. All right. Here we go, moment of truth. All right. The famous snap. Took longer to screw it in. All right, let's take a look underneath. she is. Huh, it doesn't look like as much as I've seen other videos as far as the Tem is concerned. But that's fine. So let's clean this up. Needed more napkins. Oops. No, I just noticed I'm using the wrong one. Start with one again. Use a new lint-free cloth here. There we go. Pretty. I'm gonna go back over this as well after I finish cleaning off the silicone off the sides. All right, I think that's going to be good enough. I don't think all of it needs to come off. I think I got it pretty much where I wanted it to come off. Awesome. All right, so let's clean it one more time. There's still some residue, but I think it's fine. All right, so I'll be back. I'm gonna go bug my wife for some nail polish. Okay, I'm back with the nail polish. And what I wanna do is, just gonna put a really, really thin coat between these three right here. That's good enough. All right, I'm gonna give some time for this to dry. I'll be back. Okay, while that's drying, I'm gonna prep the IHS for the liquid metal. Putting some tape. I want to get to the corner of that. There. So about 10. Let's say 10. Looks like 10. Giving me a line. I don't know if you can see that. So, actually that was the wrong side, but that's fine. Here we go. Well, it's about 10 that side, and yeah, probably. Looks like it's about. So it's about 10 that side. This side seems to be a little smaller, 6, which would be this side. Oops. See if I can erase that middle mark. Nope, it's all right. plus. That looks a little bit more squared. Done. Done. Nope. 19. This is a little bigger than 19, but that's fine. There's no connections that away, so. All right. So let's open up the Thermal Grizzly. Came out with a new applicator, it looks like. And just some information. All right. I'm going to start with the IHS, which to me seems would be the simplest portion. And if I put too much in, I can always take it out. Back it out a little bit. Wow, that comes out quick. Barely touched it. Luckily, I think I got good result there. All right. That looks good for the IHS. Put that up there. Let's take a look. That even matches. say it's like that, so. Yep, I think that's a little off. That's fine. Go. Just tap it down this way. That way when it gets put on, it spreads that away. Tappy tap tap. See, it's on the bottom now. All right. All right, so I think the nail polish should have set by now. Yep. So let's do that next. Give it one more clean. The alcohol swab that they have here. Apparently I lost my lint, oh there it is, my lint-free cloth. Get another side. Back a little bit, and then very slowly put this on. Okay, there we go. All right, that looks beautiful. Actually, there's a part in the middle there that I don't like. So let's, all right. Two. Way more than I need. If you're wondering what this is just for my eye drops. Just a little disposable plastic eyedropper. So where is that? like I said, I'm only going to do the flats. Okay. Remember, upside down. Remember that the dot goes with the dot. And I just got some black stuff on it, but that's okay. Okay. Blade that I have, and you'll see why in a second. Just give it more pressure. That blade just a little bit more that way. All right, so I'm gonna let it sit for a half an hour and hopefully put it back in, and hopefully everything will be all right. We'll check back in later. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but I installed the IHS backwards. Not that I think that would cause a problem, because it looked like it fit just fine, but I didn't want that to occur, so I took it off again. Luckily everything lined up fine, wasn't a problem there. It's just have to basically redo it again. So the liquid metal seemed to go in fine. As you can see, it didn't really disturb it that much, which I'm happy about. Just spread that out a little bit better. So I didn't have to re-clean it, thank goodness. I am going to have to clean the little parts here where I had glue, which is fine. It didn't set all the way anyways, so I'm just going to apply more. Alright, so pay attention, make sure your arrow's there. My bad. Alright, what did I do with that thing? So reapplying the black goop. So yeah, pay attention to what you're doing, I guess is the lesson here. Should have looked to where the arrow was at. I didn't. Luckily, it wasn't a total disaster, and I caught it in time. All right, guys, moment of truth. I just installed the CPU back in. Let's see if it works. Whew. So it detected it as a new CPU, but everything looks good. First thing I notice is, I know that's just boot up temperature, but man, that seems like a good deal right now. So let's go to Tools, Overclocking Profile, and 5.0, number 2. All right. Oops, what did I do? Number lock not on. Number 2. Load profile. Yes, so let's go. 5.0. I did change my vault to, oops, this one still has it, 1.3.1.5. I'm gonna do 1.5. Did have a blue screen the other day on 3.10, so I just moved it up 5 millivolts just to see. Let's check out one other thing. Okay, HD enabled, 4x, and under boot, CMS, yep, disabled. And one more thing, still sees my TPM chip. Yep. Huh. We may have to, this might not be a good thing. I'm not seeing my TPM chip. So let's exit. Let's save changes and restart. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna go back in there. Yeah, I didn't think it'll detect it as a new CPU. That's interesting. It's got to be a sensor that tells it to, says that something was taken off. All right, so I'm back in the BIOS. Let's go back to Advanced. Oh, there it is, Stress and Computing. Okay, cool. So good. So still at 5. So let's exit. Oh, actually, before I do that, I like setting the CPU fan to 65. Was it already at 65? It was. All right, so I just escaped then. So let's exit, save changes, and restart. There's no changes. Okay. So I'll be right back. I'm going to put the cover back on and put in my password, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. So earlier today, I ran a stress test from the Intel Extreme Tuning Utility at the same settings that I'm at right now. And the maximum that it said was 79 degrees at 5.0. And then the average was 57. And then I also had hardware monitor as well, and it said the highest was 82. So Let's see what it does now. Running the same test. So there we go. Let's move this to the side. CPU stress test. Just go for 10 minutes like I did earlier. Start testing. All right, bring up hardware monitor. So 60. I can tell you right now, this is already an improvement. I mean, I would already reach 70s at this point. You know, so hardware monitor is reporting 64 and Intel's utility is, you know, in the 60s. You know, and it is clocking on at 5. So I'm not going to keep you guys here for the full 10 minutes. We'll be back when the test is over. Oh, real quick. Earlier, the test that I did was at 22 degrees Celsius in the room. And according to, let's see if you can see that. It's 22 in here right now. So same room temperature as earlier test. Obviously, that's probably not the most accurate thing, so, you know, say la vie. We're 7 minutes in, or I'm sorry, 7 minutes remaining, and still 64 here. And let's see what this says. And the max here has been 63. All right, it just finished. So if we look at the max temperature and hardware monitor, it was 66, which before, if we pull up the picture, it was 82. So that's about a 16-degree difference. And then on the Intel utility, the recent max was 67. And before, let's go back to the picture, it was 79. So, not bad at all. So I guess I'm there between the 13 to 16 range, depending on what utility you measure it at. Difference going to liquid metal. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was a long video, but I just wanted to show you it's really not that hard. If I can do it, it's not that hard. I'll leave the links to my computer build below. It does help if you guys, you know, click on the links and go to Amazon, all that good stuff. So it does help me. So I do appreciate it, especially if I would have bricked this. Oh, that would have been horrible. So I do appreciate the support. Thank you. Take care. See ya.